So we talk about the Prime Minister and also the Princess. Let the members of National Legislation Assembly to kick off the event. And today I have a special guest. Hello to all. My name is Wang Shangxue. So I'm from the Silk Road Confucius Institute. So we talk about this year is the normal routine that we see on the Lunar Day. We see the Chinese communities actually they have the parade here to celebrate. Of course, your institute also participate the celebration. Can you talk us more about the details? So we talk about actually we have the tourism department from Thailand and also the Chinese communities to celebrate the Chinese New Year. And this year we have the Chinese Embassy in Thailand and also my organization, the Confucius Institution. We had a Thailand-China cooperation exhibition. So basically we showcase the achievements we made and also to celebrate the Chinese New Year. So this is my second year here to celebrate the Chinese New Year. What about, I know you're from Tianjin, and how that different from you celebrate Chinese New Year in China? So here actually the vibes is quite strong. So we talk about this is really good quality time to reunion with the family, to stay with the family. But in Thailand, especially in Bangkok, we talk about the first and second day of the New Year. Actually, people all come here to celebrate the New Year. I can tell you it's very good atmosphere. 10 years ago, it's my first time to Thailand. Actually, we not have a lot of the Chinese tourists here. So 10 years before and after, I can tell you it's quite same like Guangdong or Xiamen province how they celebrate the New Year, because the first group of migrants to Thailand actually from the southern part of China. So right now the population is 60 million, and we talk about among this number 9 million actually the Chinese Thailand. So we can tell you the Chinese New Year here is more or less featured by the southern part of China. But with recent years, we can see more and more tourists from mainland China to Thailand, and according to the number released by the Thailand officials, so about 10.35 million personnels paid a visit to Thailand from mainland China. And I tell you right now, you can see a lot of Chinese characteristics in Thailand, Bangkok, Chinatown. So it's quite different from 10 years ago. So besides the southern part of China, right now you can see in the Chinatown, it's not only from the southern part, also from other areas of China. Right now, their elements also light up the Chinatown here. So I also met a lot of tourists in the Chinatown and also in the recent year, because I came from Confucius Institute. Right now in Thailand, we have 16 institutes. So this is ranked number 2 in Southeast Asia in terms of numbers of Confucius institutes. So what about the Confucius classes? Actually, we have the independent classes, that's 11. So overall, I can tell you it's around 20 institutes and classes. So for the volunteers assigned from China, reached over 2,000 Chinese teachers. So the changes in Bangkok, Chinatown change a lot, like, of course influenced by many different areas and aspects. So we see the food here, and we also should give the credit to the Confucius Institute and the Confucius classes, because we can see more and more Chinese classes or Chinese language teaching classes actually is quite flourishing in Thailand. So that also bring very strong New Year vibes in the Chinatown. Talk about the Chinese characteristics. So a lot of influence by Guangdong area. So the language also with the dialect and the characters is the traditional ones, not the simplified one. So due to the historical reasons in the past 10 to 20 years, they stopped the Chinese language education. So right now they restart the classes. So you talk about the 9 million Chinese population in Thailand. They might only speak their own dialect, but they not really know how to speak Mandarin. So for the Confucius Institute, one of our key jobs is we educate the Mandarin. Basically, we promote in Mandarin. So right now you can see more and more populations, including the Thailand people, that right now can speak Mandarin. So we are really glad to see a lot of Thailand people can speak very good Mandarin. We can see the young generation of Thailand people, they actually can speak Mandarin. And we also can see a lot of tourists from China. So this is the Chinatown in Bangkok, and it's the home of Bangkok's Chinese people. You can see all the banners here as in both language to celebrate the Chinese New Year. Talk about the elements of the New Year. Look at the food here. It's a food heaven. So this is very popular in the Chinese New Year. They have their own auspicious meanings. So it means a really good reunion because it's in the round shape because they want. So this is a good meaning to say reunion with the family, and of course all these in bilingual, Chinese and Thailand and Thai. So we talk about it right now. It's not the peak period. So we talk about 6:30 p.m. local time. You will see more people, including the people in Thailand and also the tourists. They're all coming here to enjoy the atmosphere of the Chinese New Year. So look at the food street. So we have two very famous shops. So Thai people, and so where did you study your Thailand, your Chinese? So I learned Chinese here because we had a lot of the tourists from China, so no one really taught me. I just learned by myself. So talk about the food, talk about the menu, because they have a lot of the Chinese tourists, so I speak a lot to them. So the Chinese New Year really help your business, right? Yes, a lot of tourists from China. Why are you wearing red? Because their restaurant or their store called Red Restaurant, so they also have another store called the Green Restaurant. So that's why they're wearing red. Anything special for the Chinese New Year? So the seafood is the main menu because the Chinese people really love seafood.
Only there. 其实到唐人街来呢，是体味年味之外呢，这里的小吃非常的有名。这里的小吃。
So we talk about here not just the Chinatown, and we can tell you here is so famous because it's the food street, so it's a food heaven here. So it's not only the Chinese food, also the Thai food.
果条其实是是直接是当地方言的一个直接的一个翻译，是吧？这个小吃呢，就是原来是在广东地区、潮汕地区
So there's a snack
下南洋的时候，把这些饮食文化带到
brought by the immigrants from China to Thailand, and right now it's also very popular among the Thai people. So right now we cannot really tell or identify this is Thai food or Chinese food. So this is a really good combination or integration.
But 其实在下南洋在泰国呢，它是华人是在东南亚这10个国家当中是人口最多的，达到了900多万。
So in Thailand, 9 million Chinese people in Thailand. We can tell this is actually the largest number of Chinese people in Southeast Asia. So talk about 9 million Chinese communities. The majority of them still in Bangkok, especially the area near the Chinatown. So when we pay the visit here, we talk about actually the traditional culture or the fun tradition to celebrate New Year is well preserved here in Thailand because of the first generation of immigrants from China. We talk about this is actually we're very busy season for the Confucius Institute because we have 5 events in different areas. So, and also the different schools actually want us to introduce how Chinese people celebrate the Chinese New Year. We talk about a lot of the traditions actually right now not really carried forward by the Chinese people, but we bring that here in Thailand, and also the Thai students really love it. And we also talk about the culture, actually, all the very positive meanings of luck, prosperity. So we also talk about the Chinese culture actually also integrated into the Thai culture. We now talk about this as a foreign holiday actually Chinese New Year also right now becoming one of important holidays. So I really like to enjoy some Chinese food and also experience the vibes here in Thailand to celebrate the Chinese New Year. And some of my friends they may not really can speak Chinese. They are the Chinese community or Chinese ethnic, but they really bring the whole family here. Or they would buy some the special items to celebrate the New Year. Talk about the teachers. Actually, we also really love the traditional dress. So that's a very formal Chinese dress. But in color red, but actually in Thai people, the red color actually is really deep in their mind. They say you should wear red because that red should equal to the Chinese New Year culture. So we talk about not the Chinese community in Thailand where the Changshan in red, but also look at the foreign people from the Western world. They also wear something in red. So in the shopping mall, during the Chinese New Year period, the big department stores that will really play the Chinese songs, or they have their own Chinese related themes. Or they also invite the line dancing and dragon dancing teams to celebrate the Chinese New Year. So we talk about actually yesterday it was 破五, which means the end of the Chinese New Year, but you can still tell the vibes here still going on very strong. And for the Thai government, they also record a message video clip to wish the Chinese communities a Happy New Year. And played in the big media platform. So I interviewed that government officials said that in Thailand actually we preserved a lot of really fine tradition from China. So we talk about the Chaozhou opera actually is well preserved here. The people, the Chinese community, you look at during the Chinese New Year in the Thai temples or the Chinese temples in Thailand, there will for sure Chaozhou operas performed. So if we want to really see the genuine Chaozhou opera, please come to Thailand. I think this is really high, speaks so high about the traditions that well preserved here. So talk about the integration between China and Thailand, we can tell is really permeated. We also have an event. We received 500 photos. And look at their photos. I look at the Thai temples. There will, for sure will be a Chinese temple nearby. And we also have the lion dancing or the dragon dancing teams in front of the royal family's building.
过马路吧，到对面去。我看这有卖春联的，还有很多这样的红包，还有象征这样的一
So
些
look at
大
the
吉大利
red
的这样的一些
envelope
红包。
and also
来，让我们的翻译来
the
问这个问
couplets.
题。你好，萨瓦迪比买。哪些东西卖的是最好的？
So we talk about which is the best seller.
那个是鞭炮吗？哦，那个是红
The
灯笼
fair
大红灯笼
cracks. No, that's the red lantern.
每一件都卖得特别好。
Every item here is the best seller.
摆出这样的
So you will sell these during the Chinese New Year, right?
ขายทุกวัน
也卖，除了春节时候，就是其他普通时间，他也会卖这些东西。
I'll also sell these
其实
in the
在
other
唐
time
人街
period,
呢，我觉得在过
not
年的时
only
候呢
for the Chinese New Year.
给中国的观众推荐一下。其实我们来逛唐人街的时候呢，都是从东头开始，因为这条
So
街
a
大
little
是
bit advertisement here is a lot of people actually like to start the street from the east part.
那么从东
So
到西
here are actually a lot of tourists from the east to the south. That's around 1 kilometer. So really do not really eat
动态结合的一些美食。
yourself
吃
full
的差不多的时候呢，就到
at the very
这边
beginning.
西头这边来。这边呢是一些甜品区。
We also have the sweets here waiting for you.
就能逛完。那么吃完这些甜点之后呢，差不多整个唐人街的这样的一
So
个
for the 1 kilometers, after you actually enjoy all the sweets, desserts, that basically means that you
泰国呢
experience
是在
the
去年的
whole
时候呢
street.
是中国游客呢已经突破了1000万，达到了1035万这样的一个人数，是泰国最
So we
大的
talk about a new record made last year is 10.35 million Chinese tourists paid a visit to Thailand. And during the Chinese New Year this year, we know the number will
自学院的这样的教
be
授汉语或者是推广中国文化的这样的
broken.
机构
So we
呢
talk
也
about the
越来越多
Confucius
那么
Institutes
使得我们在曼谷
really help a lot to promote Chinese language, the Chinese cultures, and in the Bangkok
那么我们今天的
Chinatown, we also see a very strong Chinese features.
关注。
Thank you for watching.